somewhere that's green. Hello, my glamour ghouls. Ooh, today is a fun one that we are going to do today. And if you guys are new to my channel, hi, my name is PINUP Palmer, and I like to keep everything pink and spooky, so welcome to my channel. Yay! For today, we are doing something a little pink and spooky because it kind of is on the vintage side, but vintage musical side.
It's a musical.
Already, I'm sure you guys have noticed that I am dressed as Audrey from Little Shop of Horrors, so I had to turn my closet into a little closet of horrors. Oh!
Please stop.
And today we are channeling more of Ellen Green from Little Shop of Horrors because she's the OG and she's the movie version too that I love so much.
Somewhere that's green.
She has just such an interesting face. I didn't think I was actually gonna pull this one off, but it's not bad. I see it from the side. This is a bad hair side, but this is a decent hair side, yeah.
Close enough.
This is my first attempt of trying her ever, and it's been on my list for many, many years. But yeah, decked out my place in a Little Shop of Horrors, and I basically turned my closet into Bushnicks and Sons, so, you know.
Nice plan.
I just think it's so funny that Ellen Green's name is Ellen Green, and she has a whole song about somewhere that's called Somewhere That's Green. Isn't that weird?
A little bit.
It's like she was made for this role, and she didn't even know. Somewhere that's green. Ah, I love it. Where the geyser drips, lift up your head, wash off that mascara. If a guy ever told me that, I'd be like, get out, get out, get out of my house. All right, so here is the color palette for Audrey. Yes, bare face isn't the only thing that is full of horrors today. But I picked a little green scarf just to pull my hair back. We're trying to do Ellen Green today, so I wanted to keep in the theme of green.
You've got to be seen in green to show that your stuff's laid.
But to start off, any of your foundation. I'm trying to go on the paler side, but it's coming out like tan, so whatever. Just get your foundation. She has normal skin tone, so whatever matches you.
Alright guys, this is pretty self-explanatory. Go ahead and put the foundation all over your face.
Once you're done applying your foundation all over your face, I am taking a face powder in the banana setting powder. Banana? Bella Pierre. It's like a small brand. I'm just going to try it today and see how it works. But just take a powder and set it underneath your eyes and set your face. Hold on, I need to get this open. Damn it. ASMR. This looks really yellow. Let's test. Hold on. Oh. Oh. No. Hold. Okay, we're back. We fixed that foundation because that was way too dark of powder. We're gonna go with the William Tut Powder. I'm just gonna set this underneath my eyes and just kind of set my face a little bit. Much lighter in color. We're just gonna kind of bake. I'm like doing this. Isn't this pretty? Isn't this natural? People will look at me and be like, oh my God, how are you so naturally beautiful? How? And I'll be like, it's from my mom's side, I don't know. Pure, natural beauty.
She's a liar.
Okay, so I leave the powder just kind of like that before I get into like the eyes and stuff, and then I'll wipe it away a little bit later, so it's just gonna look a little bit crazy. Let's get into eyes first. Let's just get that over with. Why not? So for eyebrows, I'm gonna take this Joah brow to be dual brow pencil, and we're gonna do Ellen Green's eyebrows. Now, Ellen Green's eyebrows, they're nothing too crazy. They're about like medium to thin kind of size. The one thing I do notice about them though is they do have a slight point at the top of the eyebrow here, and they're pretty blonde. Here we go, taking the Joah. Joah, I hardly know her. Anyway.
Just like I said earlier, go ahead and take your eyebrow pencil and make a very thin to medium-sized brow. Don't forget the point at the arch of your eyebrow. Then once you are satisfied with your eyebrows, go ahead and take a white eyeliner or a concealer and clean up the edges of your eyebrow. And once you are done with that, let's move on to something interesting.
Now here's something interesting.
Okay, so to make the eyebrows kind of blonde, I'm gonna take just any kind of like spoolie like this. Take your foundation that you used, and you're going to dip this spoolie in the foundation. Make sure you coat it. And then we're just gonna slightly brush some color. And you see that?
So with a very light foundation or concealer, go ahead and take a spoolie, gently coat it and glide it along your eyebrows. This will lighten your eyebrows without even having to dye your eyebrows. So it's a fun little trick I've learned over the years.
Let's move on, shall we?
Oh, we shall.
I'm just going to quickly contour my nose really quick. I'm going to go into the Blue Blood palette in Celebrity Skin. I'm just going to make my nose kind of thin. She has a pretty long nose, but it's thin and it's straight.
That's what she said.
And I'm just going to literally coat the sides and do what I normally do. So contour your nose to your liking. If you have kind of a short nose, I would try to make your nose as long as possible because she does have a long nose.
So to make my nose seem slim and long, I am just hitting the sides of it and contouring it on the bridge. And I am just lifting the nose a little bit by putting a little bit of shadow and that same contour underneath my nose by my nostrils. And that's pretty much all that I'm doing.
We're going to go back into eyes, and we're going to start with something interesting. I've noticed two things about Ellen Green's eyes. I'll put a picture right here. One, they are blue. They are like this kind of powder turquoise blue, and they do have kind of like a darker crease on the top of it, kind of like a 60s vibe. But then they tight line her line on the bottom, so it's a little mix of what was, you know, when this movie actually came out, and then what they're trying to recreate. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this Blue Blood palette here. We're gonna go in the color Power. We're gonna take a little small brush like this, dip it in, and we're just gonna create our first crease. This does not need to be done well. You just need to get at least the shape in there, and then we're gonna go back in with the blue. Okay, okay, okay.
Shut up.
When taking this darker shadow and putting it in your crease, don't be afraid to kind of wing it out a bit. So pull that crease out a little bit past your eye line. And don't be afraid to take that shadow almost to the edge of where your eyebrow bone starts to begin.
Okay, now that we kind of got the shape of the eye, it doesn't need to be perfect, whatever.
Far from it.
We're going to go in now with the main blue color. And the color that I'm going to use is I'm Cold from Jeffree Star's Cosmetics. I'm going to take kind of like a flat brush like this, really coat it. Nice. And we're going to put that on the inner lid. And then we're going to do even more. More!
More! There isn't any more. What do you want me to do? Slip my wrists?
So don't be afraid if it's perfect or not, because it's definitely not. But go ahead and take that light blue and pack it onto your eyelid. Don't go over that crease that you just created, because later we're going to go back in on the crease and clean everything up. But right now, just pack that eyelid with as much blue as you can. Then once you are done with the light blue, go back into that darker blue that you used for your crease and go over what you did recently and clean up everything. Get that crease nice and dark and just shape it to your liking.
Okay, so that's kind of the finished look for the main powder. I'm going to do it on this side, and then we'll even continue more. Now, I noticed with Ellen here, she has a lot of white kind of shimmer on the lid and really on the corner of her eye, so we're going to accentuate that. We're going to go back in with the Blue Blood palette, and we're going to hit Cullinan? Cullen? Like Edward Cullen?
Am I Team Edward? Yes.
You named my daughter after the Loch Ness Monster?
Okay, thank you so much for enduring my quotes from the Twilight movie. Now it is back to eyeshadow, and I am just taking that white shimmery eyeshadow and applying it to all of my lid and putting it on the corner of my eye as like a little highlight too.
I'm done with the top eyeshadow. I'm going to do some eyeliner. I'm using the Stiletto Maybelline, New York. Hey, New York, where I think this takes place in liner on the top lid here. It's not going to be too thick, and we're not winging it out that much. She really doesn't wing it out. Wing it, but I kind of want to. Such a bad girl.
So since I am such a naughty child, I am winging my eyeliner out, but you don't have to. This is something that you can skip. And if you do decide to wing it out like I do, try to keep it as straight as possible, do not go up, and don't make the wings so thick. Keep it on the medium to small size.
I'm kind of done with the eyes right now. I'm not done with the eyes, but I'll get back to the eyes a little bit later. I just kind of want to contour my jaw a little bit. I'm taking this Revolution Conceal Define, and I'm just going to try and make my jawline, and I'm going up with it as thin as possible because she's got a really long face and I don't.
Hey, Pallet, why the long face?
Just gonna take this sponge and blend down.
After you laid the contour down, go ahead and take a wet sponge and blend it down your neck. Once you are done blending, if it's still not enough, go ahead and take the same contour shade that you used for your nose and contour that same kind of shape around your jawline to give it more definition if you want.
Okay, eyes, back to me.
So for the rest of the eyes, I'm just gonna take the same powder down here. I'm probably gonna pick like cremated end powder right here with a very corner brush like this. And we're just gonna kind of tight line on that lash line from that corner.
So go ahead and take that darker shadow and then try to get it as close to your bottom lash line as possible. Try not to drag it out or down, just get it as close as you can to the eyelash line. Once you are happy with the outer shadow, go ahead and take a black eyeliner and go ahead and put it in your waterline and coat it heavily.
But I'm going to take a eyelash crimper and we're going to put mascara on my eyes and then add some pretty basic eyelashes because she really doesn't have eyelashes in it either.
Doesn't she?
Go and grab your black mascara and coat your eyelashes top and bottom for this look. And oh, look at that. I got mascara on my lid. Way to go, Sarah, ruining everything. But that's okay. That's okay. Because in the words of Bob Ross,
we don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
Anyway, sorry for my mental breakdown. Now go ahead and take that same white shimmer that you used on top of your eyelid and put it on the bottom corners of your eye and just kind of blend it out a little bit to give a little highlight to the inner corner of your eye.
I noticed that we're gonna go on to what am I? Who am I? Okay, we're gonna go on to cheeks, and I noticed Ellen Green's got pretty pinky cheeks.
Rosy cheeks?
She's very sweet, kind of innocent looking, even though she wears a lot of makeup. So we're just gonna start with a normal cheekbone. I'm gonna go into Celebrity Skin just to kind of have some definition. I'm gonna take this kind of brush, and you see this color here, it's called Untouchable. I'm digging in there.
Touching it.
And I'm gonna put it everywhere, especially on my cheeks. Like all the way up to my eye and on my nose.
With the very baby pink blush, go ahead and apply that all over your cheekbones, on the apples of your cheeks, even up to your eyes.
I'm gonna go into Bubblegum in the Jawbreaker palette. Same kind of brush, dust it off a little bit. Go easy on this because it is a little bit harsher. I'm just kind of making it just a little bit more bolder.
So I'm keeping the darkest shade closest to my ear and then blending it out so it gets a little bit lighter towards the middle of my face.
We're gonna move on to lips, and for her lips, she actually has kind of a pinky pout. So yes, I'm still using Dafna Beauty, but I'm actually using the pink one today.
Changing stuff up.
But to kind of start it off, I'm gonna take a Ben Nye lip liner, and it's in the color 130. And her lips, let's put up a picture here. She got thin lips too. So really pointy at the top, just kind of simple, but they're on the thinner side. So let's go ahead here.
Great. Show us.
I know Sim was the greatest, but I'm dating a semi-sadist. So I got a black eye and my arms in the cast. And I dream of a place where we could be together. And
that was my Ellen Green, everybody. Thank you. Thank you so much. Tony Award. Give it to me now.
somewhere that's blue.
because it's one Dafna beauty.
Now that I am done torturing you guys with my voice, it is time to just fill in the lipstick. Go ahead and put on your lip liner, and do remember to keep those Cupid's bows pretty pointy. Don't overdraw your lips too large. And when you're done with that, go ahead and fill it in with your pinky peachy lipstick.
So I think that is it for the makeup for
Audrey?
So I'm gonna go slap on this wig and change my outfit, and let's see if this works. Let's figure it out. Fingers crossed. Okay. So this is a very old Marilyn wig, and I styled it on this side. I'll put a picture of like her hair here. It's not as long as I would like it to be. Clearly this side is
Looks like shit!
not done or styled, but this side is. So we're gonna try to make this side look like this side. Lord help me.
So this wig has just been a pain in the butt, but it's old as hell. It has so much hairspray in it, but the thing is with hairspray, it actually holds everything pretty well, so it's easy for me to mold it to the direction that I want to give it more of that Audrey look. Like I said, I do wish it was a longer wig because her hair is more like neck length than ear length, but we gotta work with what we gotta work with. But if you guys are looking for some kind of blonde wig with a lace front, try Necessity Wigs on Instagram or Diora Wigs on Instagram. These are the two places I mostly get my wigs from. If you are doing Audrey's hair from scratch, don't forget that she has blunt bangs in the front, and then she has layered bangs that she pulls back towards her ears, so don't forget that, and the rest just kind of round out at the bottom. It's complicated. I should probably do an own video just on this alone, but try and figure it out, you guys. I believe in you! And if you guys do have a lace front, go ahead and get wig glue and put it down on the sides of your wig. Here is me waiting for my wig glue to dry.
Alright, you know what? It's an old wig, but here it is, the Audrey look. Oh, Seymour.
Okay, you guys, so here is the final look. I hope you guys really like it, even though I think I look like a hooker version of Carol Channing, but hey. Raspberry! Put down in the comments if you guys want to see any other looks from me down below.
Okay, I think we are done with the costume and makeup, but I feel like I'm missing something. What am I missing? Oh, that's what I'm missing. Thank you, Ted, so much. Ah, appreciate it. Bye, bud. Anyway.
Where did you get it?
So this little guy, or should I say little Audrey 2, is made by Donna. And she has a little shop of horrors on Etsy, and it's called Art by Donna. She makes anything from big Audrey 2s to little Audrey 2s like this with a little clasp on it. You can either put it in your hair, or where I like to put it, right here on my brooch, so I always have my little Audrey 2 on my boobie. And Donna doesn't just do that, she also does big Audrey 2s.
It's an Audrey too.
But yes, go check her out on Etsy. It is Art by Donna on Etsy. Shop at Little Shop of Horrors by Donna. Art by Donna. Thank you again, Donna, for giving me this little cute Audrey 2 brooch. I love it so much. Can't wait to show it off to people. And hopefully it doesn't bite either. Ow. Don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, and hit the bell to notify yourself that I just uploaded a new video. And yeah, I think that is it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in, but I have other things to attend to. You know, like errands and grocery shopping and cooking and feeding. Hi, Audrey 2.
Come on, feed me now!
Yeah, I know. I will feed you very soon. Sorry about that, guys. We have some feeding to attend to. Say goodbye to the audience.
Feed me!
Bye-bye, everybody. Yeah, I'll feed you. Give me a second. Give me a second. All right. They're so needy these days. Damn plants. Anybody got a knife? I hope you guys really like this look because I did and I had a lot of fun doing it. And I'll see you ghouls next time. Bye.